Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC, and these two teams have met once already, so they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies, and maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Texans going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2 yards to go here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Now a first down throw, Watson. Completion left side to Miller. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Out of the gun, Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So we've got a challenge forthcoming here. And new this year, the ref will no longer go to a monitor on the sideline. He'll have a tablet brought out directly to him on the field.
Yeah, and that should move things along a little bit quicker. He doesn't have to run all the way over, go under the hood as he used to, and come out and render a decision. Talk directly with New York, looking at the tablet, and reach a final call.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Watson looks to throw again. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 14. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the gun, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right there around the 35-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Luck. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Four yards remaining now on second down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
3rd and 2, Luck wiggles free, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, Hill. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The punter lock out there now as he sends it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, here's Luck. His throw incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Luck. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Forced out to his left. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down throw. Luck. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Come on, let's go!
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defensive player with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is brought in at the 21. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Luck. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Luck. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Now he steps away. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And here comes the Texans now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's got it, Fedorowicz. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Watson now on second down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dominic Easley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. On 1st and 10, Watson. They set up the screen to Hill. Space to run past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. first down, it's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off of play action, Locke. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Watson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. They run it again with Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he fields it cleanly. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, Look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Again, they run with Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Faking the give. Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Watson going deep for Hopkins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Colts coming out now. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Luck. Now he's flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. That is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Come on, let's go!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They forced a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Take it at the 37. A great return there of 22 yards. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. He got 29 yards that time. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Markevius Mingo. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw, and he's gonna go down again.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His 1st career sack.
Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken in at the 11. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks in the red zone this time. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Love. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Come on, let's go. Spread 38.
To throw is Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up on the late hooker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him do that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Play action. It's locked. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Again, it's Hill. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This will be 3rd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Throwing now. Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Indianapolis, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.